This is the Math 125 Intermediate Algebra. Today we talk about the Chapter 3 homework examples. Today we talk about examples of Chapter 3 homework. Chapter 3 we learned it's the linear system. Linear system. What is a linear system? If a two variable and we have two equations and form a system, and this we call two variable linear system. And if we have a three variable, we have a three equation and form system. They all linear. Like this one have a 3xyz, three variable. We have a three equation form a system. And that's it's a linear system. And we are going to learn how to solve it, find out the solution of the linear system. There are three methods. First method is by graphing, find solution. Second method is a substitution method. The third method is elimination method. Three methods. And so first question, use graphing to find out the solution of the linear system. For example, this is your homework question. Here it's an example. 2x plus y equal 4. Y minus x equal negative 2. And draw the graph. So first of all, 2x plus y equal 4. When we draw the line, we need 2 points. So the 2 points, it's x-intercept and y-intercept. We let x equal 0. We got 2 times 0 plus y equal 4. So 2 times 0 is 0, add y, so y equal 4. The quick way is you 2x equals 0. So you cover x term, 2x term, cover. Then you got y equal 4. That's y-intercept. Then find out x-intercept. X-intercept, you let y equal 0. So you will get is plug in y. 2x plus y 0 equal 4. 2x plus 0 is 2x equal 4. Then divided by 2 both sides. So you got x equal 2. X equal 2. It's x-intercept. And the quick way is you cover this y equals 0. You cover this y term. And you will get is the 2x equal 4 divided by 2. On left and the right, you got x equal 2. So that's x-intercept. So this is the table. Now, then find out the point 0, 4, which is y-intercept. This point is 0, 4. X coordinate is 0, y coordinate it's a 4, 0, 4, y-intercept. Another point is 2, 0. X coordinate is 2, y coordinate is 0. This point is 2, 0. And the 2 points, x-intercept and y-intercept, the 2 points connect and form a straight line. Connect and you got the line. And that's the graph for the first equation, 2x plus y equal 4. Beside the line and write down the equation. And the second one, y minus x equal negative 2. So you let y equal 0. So cover y, get negative x equal negative 2 times negative both sides. So x equal 2. Y equals 0. X equal positive 2, which is here, 2, 0. The second one, you let x equal 0. So you will cover this x term. Then you got y equal negative 2. So x equals 0, y equal negative 2, which is down here negative 2. So this point, x coordinate is 0, y coordinate is a negative 2. And the 2 points, 2, 0, this point, 0, negative 2, this point, x-intercept, y-intercept, and use the ruler, connect the 2 points, determine a line. And this line we call y minus x equal -2. Y minus x equal -2. It should go through those points. It should go through this point also, and go through this point also. Go through this points. So then, and then you beside the line, you write it's a y minus x equal -2. So y is 3, x is 5. 3 minus 5 equal -2. So go through this point, 3, 5. And this point is a 4 minus 6. X is 4, y equals 6. 4 minus 6, y minus x equals, so should go through those points. 1 minus 3 equal -2. And then the two lines intersect at one point, this point, 2, 0. That is the solution of this system. You need a solution is to satisfy both equation. That means the point on both lines, which is intersection point. Only the intersection point, the point is on the two lines. That's the intersection point. So this intersection point is one solution. The two lines intersect at one point. So this system have one solution. Solution is 2, 0, this points. You can check it like x equal 2, plug it in. 2 times 2 is 4. Add y is 0 equal 4, correct. 2 y, then y is 0, plug it in. X use 2, plug in. 0 minus 2 equal -2. So satisfy both equation. So that's the solution. Now next one, question 2. It's example, 2x plus y equal 5. 3x minus y equal 5. So use the substitution method to solve it. Like this, I solve it. I use first equation and get y and solve it. And then this is the solution, the work. Now here I'm going to do is use second equation. So and this example, question 2 example, it's 2x plus y equal 5. 3x minus y equal 5. First equation, second equation. Now here I write down is from first equation you got y in terms of x. Now I'm going to do another way from second equation. So solution, if I do from second equation, solve for y. So I move this y over, change the sign. Move 5 over, change the sign. So it's 3x. 5 move over, change the sign, got minus 5. Minus y, move over, change the sign, got y. So this means add y both sides. So y go right side, become y. And this means minus 5 both sides. So 5 become left side is minus 5. So you got it's a y equals 3x minus 5. And plug this into, because this is from second equation, you plug it into the first equation. So the y is 3x minus 5. Put into first equation in y. So get 2x plus y. Y is 3x minus 5 equals 5. Y is replaced by 3x minus 5. Then add together, 2x add 3x is 5x minus 5 equal 5. Then you will add the 5 on left and on the right. So get 5x equal 10. Then divided by 5. So you will get x equal 2. That's x. Then you plug into here and you will get y. And so y equals 3 times x is 2 minus 5. So it's 6 minus 5 equal 1. And then that's 2, 1. And you can check it. Since you plug into this to get y, and y equals 3x minus 5 is from second equation. So you don't check with second equation. You check with first equation. Check first equation. X coordinate is 2. Y coordinate is 1. Plug it into the first equation. The first equation is 2x plus y equal 5. 2x plus y equal 5. And check it. So x is 2, plug in. Y use 1, plug in. 2 times 2 plus 1 equal 5. And 2 times 2 is 4, add 1 is 5. 5 equal 5. It's checked. So then you answer the solution is 2, 1. 1 point. That's solutions. And on my file, and this is from first equation. And here I do is from second equation. Either way, final you will get the same answer. You will get same answer. Second example, use substitution method to solve this equation. That's question 2 example. Another example. It's x minus 2y equal 5. That's first equation. 3x plus y equal 8. That's second equation. Now here I use from first equation solve for the x in terms of y to do. You can read this works. Now here I'm going to do another way. It's from second equation, write y in terms of x. So what I do here, it's from second equation and get y equal and minus 3x both sides. So get y equal 8 minus 3x. And then plug this. And this, since this is from second equation, you plug it into the first equation in y. So you got this is put into first equation. So you get x minus 2 times y. Y is a minus 3x. Y is a minus 3x, substitute in y, and equal 5. Then you distribute it in. So you got is x minus 16 plus negative is plus 2 times 3 is 6x equal 5. Then combine like term. X with 6x is 7x. Add the 16, get 21. Then divided by 7. 7 cancel. So get x equal 3. After you get x equals 3, you plug it in here, and you will get y. So y equal 8 minus 3 times 3. X is 3. So it's 8 minus 9. So equal negative 1. So then you will check. Check this 3 negative 1 with which equation? Because you plug in here, x is 3, plug in this and get y. That y is from second equation. So you don't need to check with second equation. And check with the first equation. First equation is x minus 2y equal 5. X is 3, plug in, minus 2. Y use negative 1, plug in, equal 5. So it's 3 plus 2 equal 5. And you got 5 equal 5. It's checked. So then you can write down the answer. X coordinate is 3. Y coordinate it's negative 1. That's the solutions. Next example. Still question 2. Question 2, another example. It's x minus 3y equal 5. First equation. Another one is 2x minus y equal 5. Second equation. 2 equation. Solve it. Now here my work is from first equation. You write x in terms of y. So this one you can read it. So I'm going to do here is from second equation. From second equation. Solve it. You do from second equation. So from second equation, you move y over and get y, change the sign, move 5 over and get minus 5, and 2x is still there. So you got y equal this. That is y equal to x minus 5. Then you plug into, because this is from second equation, so you plug into the first equation in y. So this put into the first equation, and you will get is x minus 3 times y. Y replaced by 2x minus 5. That equal 5. Then distributive in. So you got x minus 6x plus, negative plus 3 times 5 is 15 equal 5. Then x minus 6x is negative 5x equals minus 15 both sides. 5 minus 15 is a negative 10. Then you divide it by negative 5, both sides cancel. So you got x equals 2. Negative 10 divided by negative 5, x is a 2. Then you do x equal 2, then you will plug in this to get y. So y is 2x minus 5. 2 times x is 2 minus 5. 2 times 2 is 4. 4 minus 5 is negative 1. And then you will check this x coordinate, put first 2, and y coordinate is negative 1. With which one? Since x equal 2, plug into this to get y, and this equation is come from second equation. So you don't need to check with second equation, check with first equation. So first equation is x minus 3y equals 5. And x use 2, plug in, minus 3 times y is negative 1, plug in, equal 5. So it's 2 add 3 equal 5. So it's 5 equal 5. It's checked. So then you put the final answer, put it in set notation. X coordinate first, then y coordinate, negative 1. That's the solutions. So this is called the solved by the substitution method. Now the third method. First method is the first question by graphing. Second method is the substitution method. The third method is the elimination method. And this is your homework question. So I'm going to give you this example. That's the third question example. It's 3x plus y equal negative 6. It's first equation. And second one is 6x plus 2y equal negative 5. That's the second equation. Solve for the solve by elimination method. So you look at this. Here is you can times by 2. You can do is first equation times by negative 2. Because if 3x times by negative 2, it's each term times by negative 2. 3x times negative 2 is a negative 6x. And plus y times negative is a negative 2y. Negative 6 times negative 2 is 12. Third equation. Then you add together, cancel. Second equation and the third equation add together is 0. One positive, one negative, add together is 0. Equal right side, negative 5 add 12 is positive 7. And 0 equal never equal, this is always false. So then you put this one has no solution. There's no solution. Because the two line is actually it's a parallel line. If you draw it, it's parallel line like this. X equals 0, y equal negative 6. Y equals 0, x equal negative 2. Which is this one. And then that like this one, when x equals 0, y equal negative 5 over 2, or you cover x term and y is negative 5 over 2. It's negative 2 and 1/2. That's y coordinate. Here's the negative 3. Here's the negative 1, negative 2. And negative 2 1/2 is here. This is negative 5 over 2. You let y equal 0. X coordinate is a negative 5 over 6. That is here, negative 5 over 6. And connect 2 points. And that's the graph. That's the line of second equation. This is the first equation. This is second equation. The two lines, no intersection point. They are parallel. There's no intersection points. So there's no solution. No solution. And you do elimination method. Eliminate. When you eliminate x and y. There's no more x and y. And right side you got 7. Never equal. Always false. So it's no solution. The graph is two parallel lines, so no solution. The second one, another example for the question 3. Another example, this one. Still 3x plus y equal negative 6. Still same as this. But here, 6x plus 2y is equal negative 12. That's the second equation. Second equation. Now you can do it. It's either way. You can on my work. You can study here. I times the first equation get negative 2, and you by negative 2 each term times negative 2 get third equation. Add with second equation, and become left side 0, right side 0. Always true. So there's many solution set of many pair of solutions. Now that is my workshop here. You can study this one, and I'm going to do here is another way solve. My paper says first equation times by negative 2, right? Now here I'm going to do another way. Another way is the second equation divided by negative 2, or just do another way, divided by 2. Another way. There are many ways if I divide it by 2. So it's a 6x divided by 2 gets 3x. 2y divided by 2 is y. Negative 12 divided by 2 is negative 6. That's called third equation. Then you do first equation minus the third equation. Minus 3x minus 3x cancel 0. Y minus y is 0. So left side is 0. Right side. Negative 6 minus negative 6 become negative 6 add 6, which is also 0. Because they are same, so subtraction is 0. That is always true. Always true. So always true, that means actually after this divided by 2, this equation is the same as this equation. So actually the two equation, when you draw the graph, is the same line. Same line. It's the same line. The first equation is this line. And second equation, you divide it by 2, you got same as the first equation. So second equation, the graph is also the line. It's the same line. So same line. So there are many intersection point. All the points on the line are intersection point of the two lines, because they are same line. They are intersect at many points. All the points on the line is the solution. Is the solution. Now how to, and you cannot just say infinite solution. You have to write down the solution. How to write down the solution? Like you can do from first equation. From first equation, you move this over, change the sign. You got y equal negative 3x minus 6. Minus 3x both sides. You got this. Then you can put down the answer. The answer it's put a linear system way. Y is negative 3x minus 6. Now x is all the real numbers. X belong to R. Put this way. That's one way to write the solutions. And there's another way to write the solution. You can write this way. Set notation x comma y, such that x belong to R and y equals negative 3x minus 6. That's set notation way. Either way, you can put this linear system way or set notation way. They are infinite solution because the two lines are same line overlapping. There are many intersection points, and this is a false. So the two lines are parallel, no intersection point. Solution is no solution, or put empty set. Now let's look at another example. Still question 3. Solve by elimination method. Another example like this one. It's x minus 3y equal negative 6. 2x minus 6y equal negative 5. Second equation. The two equations. Solve it. On my solution, my work here, I do multiply by negative 2 on the first equation. Then that gets third equation, and then the two add together. The left side is 0, right side is 7. Always false, so no solution. I'm going to do here is the other way. Solve it. I do the second equation divided by 2. So 2x divided by 2 is x minus 6x divided by 3x. And negative 5 over 2 is negative 5 over 2. That's third equation. Then you do subtraction. The first equation minus third equation. X minus x is 0. Negative 3x minus negative 3x become negative 3x. Add 3x is 0. Because they are saying you subtract is 0. And this is a negative 6 minus negative 5 over 2. And that equals 0 is always what? Always false. And you don't need to figure out. It's always false. If you figure out this, add together will not be 0. So it's false. False. So then you will say answer no solution. And you can put just say no solution, or you can put empty set. So this is 3 method, graphing method, substitution method, elimination method to solve for the linear system with 2 variables. And question 4. Using elimination method to solve this linear systems. So I'm going to, this is the homework question, and here has an example. Example. That's question 4. Example. It's 4x plus 5y equal 25. That's first equation. 2x minus 4y equal 32. That's second equation. Now here I do is multiply by elimination method. I multiply the second equation, get negative 2 times by negative 2, because this times negative 2, you got negative 4x, and positive times negative 2, got plus y8. 32 times negative 64. Then you add with first equation. Then 4x add the negative 4x is 0. That's cancel. Then 5x, 5y add ay is 13y. 25 add negative 64 is negative 39. Divided by 13, you got y equal negative 3. Then you plug it into either first equation or second equation, you can get x. So this work, you can study it. I'm going to show you another work here, another way. So since here has a common denominator, which is 2, so you can simplify first. So you can do the second equation divided by 2, simplify it. This divided by 2 is x. This divided by 2 is negative minus 2y. This divided by 2 is 16. You can say this is the third equation. And combine with the first equation, form a linear system. Then you can do multiply by negative 4. The third equation you times by negative 4. So get negative 4x plus negative 4 times negative 2 is plus ay. And negative 4 times 16 is negative 64. and you got fourth equation. Then this fourth equation combined with the first equation, add together. The first equation add the fourth equation. 4x add negative 4x is 0. 5y add 8y is 13y equal 25 add negative 64 it's negative 39. Then you divide it by 13 both sides. 13 cancel, so you get y equal negative 3. That's the first answer. Then you plug into third equation. Put it into third equation. Then you can get x. So you get x minus 2 times negative 3 equal 16. So is x equals negative is plus 2 times 3 is 6 equals 16 minus 6 both sides. So x equal 10. Now then you check this solution. Check 10 negative 3 with which one? Since this third equation comes from second equation divided by 2, so don't check with second equation. You check with the first equation. Check with the first equation. First equation is this, 4x plus 5y equal 25. So you plug in 10, put in x, negative 5, negative 3, put it in y. So 4 times 10 add 5 times negative 3. See whether equal negative 5 or not. So 40 minus 15 equal 25. 40 minus 15 is 25 equal 25. It's checked. So then you put the final answer, x coordinate, put first 10, y coordinate, it's negative 3. It's a solution. Another example for the elimination method. Next example. It's that's for the question 4. This example here. Question 4. Another example. 2x plus 3y equals 5. That's first equation. Second equation is 3x minus 2y equal 1. That's the second equation. So that, like I work here, I do first equation times 2. Here get 6y. 2x times 2 is 4x. 3y times 2 is 6x. 5 times 2 is 10. And call this third equation. Then second equation times by 3. So 3x times 3 is 9x. Minus 2y times 3 is minus 6y. 1 times 3 is 3. Now here is 6y is a negative 6y. You add together. 3 add 4. So this 6y add together is 0. So remain 4x plus 9x is 13. 13x. 10 add 3 is 13 divided by 13. So you got x equal 1. Then x equal 1, you can plug into either first one or second one to get y. So this, now you can do other ways. Because here is plus, here is minus. So better eliminate y because this just times 2, this just times 3. You will get 1 is 6y, 1 is negative 6y. You add together is 0. That's eliminate y first. Okay, solve for x. Now here I'm going to show you is eliminate x first. So how to eliminate x? You do the first equation. First equation, here's a 2x, so you can times by what? Negative 3. Times by negative 3, you got negative 3 times 2x is a negative 6x. And the 3y times negative 3 is negative 9y. And 5 times negative 3 is negative 15. And you call this third equation. And then second equation, you times what? By positive 2. Because 3x times 2 is a positive 6x. This negative 2y times 2 is a negative 5y. And this 1 times 2 is 2. That's fourth equation. Then you add together, form a system. So 3 add 4. And then this negative 6 add 6x is 0, cancelled. Negative 9y add negative 4y is negative 13y equals. Negative 15 added 2 is negative 13. Then you divide it by negative 13 both sides. So you got y equal 1. Y equal 1. After you got y equal 1, then you can plug it into either first one or second one to get x. Let's this time do plug it into second one. So this put into the second one. Put into the second one is 3x minus 2y equal 1. So y is 1 plug in. So it's 3x minus 2 times y is 1 equal 1. So it's 3x add 2 both sides. 1 added 2 is 3. Then you divide it by 3 both sides. You get x equal 1. And now you check. Check x coordinate is 1. Put on first. Y coordinate also 1. With which one? Since y equal 1, you plug it into the second equation. Get x. So now you check with the first equation. Don't check with second equation. Because you plug y equal 1 into second equation to get x. X equal 1 is from second equation. So you check with the first equation. Don't check with the second equation. So first equation is 2x plus 3y equal 5. 2x, x is 1. Y is 1 equal 5. 2 add 3 is 5. 5 equal 5. It's checked. It's checked. So then you put down the final answer. Final answer is 1, 1. That's the solutions. Then this question 5. Question 5. Solve by any method, appropriate method. And you can solve by substitution method or you can solve by elimination method, either way. And this is exam homework question here. Now do examples. Question 5. Example. Question 5 example. This one. 2x minus 4y equal 8. X equal 2y plus 4. That's the first equation. And the second equation. Now, my work here is by substitution method. I put the second equation. Second equation is x equal 2y plus 4. Put in x. This x replaced by 2y plus 4. Then you solve for y. Solve for y. Now, so it's you do is this is x. Second equation put into first equation. This is put in here. So we got 2x is 2y plus 4 minus 4y equal 8. So distributed in, it's 4y plus 8 minus 4y equal 8. 4y minus 4y is 0. So we got a equal 8. Always what? Always true. Always true. That means the two lines have exactly same line, have many, many intersection points. So then you write down the answer. The answer in system way. You can put x equals 2y plus 4. And y are all the real numbers. Y belong to R. Y are all real numbers. This is the solutions. The two line, let's check this equation. If you move 2y over, you will get x minus 2y equal 4. Move 2y, minus 2y both sides. You got this equation. Then from first equation, you divide it by 2. First equation divided by 2. 2x divided by 2 is x. Minus 4y divided by 2 is 2y. A divided by 2 is 4. From first equation, you got this. From second equation, you got this. They are same equation. So this system is only one line. The two lines are overlapping. It's the same line. So all the points on the line are solution of this linear system. So the solution of this linear system is all the points on the line we write in this way. In this way. Overlapping, actually the same line. If you can, as long as the same equation, then you can say many solutions and you write the solutions. All you can do is This is third equation. This fourth equation, you do subtraction. The left side is the same, subtract 0. The right side is 4. 4 minus 4 also 0. It's always true. Then you say many solutions. Use this way to write down the solution. So this one has infinite solutions. The two lines are same line, overlapping, same line, infinite solution. Second, for question 5, another example. For example, like question 5, example, like this, y equal 5x plus 3. That's the first equation. Second equation is negative 10x plus 2y equals 6. That's the second equation. Here. So you can do by substitution method. This y, put it in 5x plus 3, put it in y. So like first equation, put it into the second equation. So it's negative 10x plus 2 times y. Y substitute by 5x plus 3 equals 6. So then simplify it. Get negative 10x plus 10x plus 6 equals 6. And this is 0. Add together 0. So 6 equals 6. Always true. Always true. There are many solutions. And many solutions, you have to write the solution. Since this already y in terms of x, so just put y equal 5x plus 3. And x is any real numbers. X belong to R. So this is one way to do. This is by substitution method. And the second way to do it's and just put it in the we call standard form of linear equation. You minus 5x over, change the sign, got negative 5x plus y equals 3, and call the third equation. And then you divide the second equation divided by 2. You will get it's negative 10x divided by 2 is negative 5x. 2y divided by 2 is y. 6 divided by 2 is 3. So after simplify, first equation and the second equation is the same equation. So there are many, it's overlapping. The two lines are same line. There are many intersection points. All the points on the line, it's a solution of this linear system. Many intersection points. So you write this way. It's a solution. It's this way. Solution of this linear system. Or you can do is 3 minus 4. Go further, simplify. And left side is the same, minus is 0. Right side, 3 minus also 0. It's always true. It's always true. So solution is that you write this way. Infinite, many intersection points. Then another example, this one. Another example. This is still question 5. Another example. It's x plus y equal to x over 2 plus y over 2 equal 1. That's first equation and the second equation for a linear system. And this one you can do is the second equation times by 2. First equation is still x plus y equal 2. First equation. Second equation you times by 2. And times 2 cancel, get x. Times 2 cancel, get y. 1 times 2 is 2. They are same equation. So this linear system have many solutions. Or you can do go further, simplify. Left side subtract. X minus x is 0, y minus y is 0. 2 minus 2 is 0. Always true. And then there are many solutions. And how to write the solution? You can solve for the y, put the y in terms of x, minus x, y equal 2 minus x. Then you can put the answer, y is 2 minus x, and the x is all the real numbers. That's one way to write. Or you can do solve for the x equal 2 minus y, minus y both sides. So you guys, x equal 2 minus y. and y belong to R. You can put this way. The two are represent the same line. Same line is actually is the set, the two set. And they are same points, and the same set, set. The element in the set is the same, represented the same line. You can put this way or this way. Infinite solutions. So that's question 5. Question 6. Question 6. The parameter of a rectangle. That's your homework question, given 28. So I'm going to change it. Example. Given the parameter, P, it's 44. Parameter, it's 44. The length is 3 less than 4 times the width. So the length is 3 less than 4 times the width. And question asks you find out the dimension. Dimension means the length and the width. Find the length and the width. So since we want to find the dimension, so find out the length and the width. So I can assume L is the